What's up, everybody? This is What's Up 81 on Twitch TV. Soon to be imported, exported to YouTube, so you can watch that for your viewing pleasure. Today we are taking a look at Animal Crossing New Horizons on the Nintendo Switch. I will just offer my thoughts, tell you what the game's about if you never played Animal Crossing, and see some gameplay as we go along. Might as well keep this live. Here we go. So it's currently 2:29 p.m. in the game and also in real life, because this game actually follows real time. The quests or the tasks that you have to complete in the game are related to real time in the world. So if something is supposed to be done by tomorrow or finished by tomorrow, is actually done the next day, tomorrow, in real time. So what is Animal Crossing? Well, we're going to show you. As you see right here, this is a house that I had taken a loan out for and picked up some items along the way and placed them here in my house. And this game's about collecting things and doing tasks for animals. So let's get a little bit more in depth with this. If you like what you see so far, if you could support me, that'd be great. Follow me on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube. That'd be greatly appreciated. Let's take a look at the island. Let's go all the way to the beginning here. So in the beginning of the game, you essentially come out of this airlines. You're basically taking part to establish a new island, a deserted island. To turn it from a deserted island into a full-fledged community. And you come to this tent here, and this guy, you will see here in a minute, this guy here, Tom Nook, he is basically your overlord, your manager. He's the one that's running things, but you're going to be doing everything for him, pretty much. And that includes paying off your debt. He will build you a house eventually, but you're going to have to pay it all back. So this handy dandy ATM looking machine here is called the Nook Stop. And we can take a look at my current balance. Essentially, you're going to be tasked from turning a tent into a house, and then you can make your house bigger, and then so on and so forth. And he'll build things for you, and he'll get it built for you, but you have to pay off the loan. So that's basically one part of the game, and I have to pay off some of that. So I'm going to pay off what I have right now. So how do you make money in this game? Well, let's show you the redeemed Nook Miles. You got another form of currency called Nook Miles in the upper right hand corner. And as you see, currently I have 5,910 Nook Miles. And these are used to buy upgrades, crafting recipes, cosmetic items, and so forth. How do you earn that type of currency, you might ask? Well, you gotta do things on the islands. You have to do anything you want, actually. Whatever you see in the game, you can do, and you get credited for it. And this works like an achievement system almost. So, for example, here's one here. Have a nice DIY, or do it yourself. So, Nook Incorporated will award Nook Miles for the number of do-it-yourself recipes you've collected. And as you see, I've done 67 recipes already, and I get awarded by milestone. So once I reach 100 recipes, I'll get credited with Nook Miles. And see, these are all the different things you can do. And they unlock as you do them. Like fruit roots. Local fruit delicacy is a wonder to be sure, but if you plant new varieties, guess what will happen? You'll grow some Nook miles. There was a time I was digging up sand and I dug up some clams and I got credited for digging up 5 clams and I earned some Nook miles by doing that. So you want to earn that. And additionally, as you play the game, you'll be able to unlock bonus Nook miles for completing. They're kind of like daily awards almost, and they refresh each time you complete them. Like this one, pop balloons. You know, that's simple. And I'll get 200 extra miles for that. So basically, when you play this game, you have to progress. You got to do something in the game. Now, how do you earn the other currency that you saw earlier to pay off your loan? Well, you sell items, and you have a nice little inventory screen here. These are some things that I picked up, and I'll show you an example. This is Nook's Cranny. It's a shop. That's another thing in the game you have to build up to. You don't initially start off with the store. You gotta do certain things for these little raccoon guys. So you can say, I want to sell. So let's say I want to sell, I don't know, this cherry here. You know, some grass, I guess. You know, just as an example. So that's how you earn bells, by, you know, farming, grinding. So you get it? You earn currency by grinding, and you earn the other currency, bells, by selling what you were grinding. You're gonna, like this bonfire here, that's crafted. This stone seat here is crafted. Some items are found in the world, and some are bought. But here's a crafting station. Let me show you that. And in the game, in order to harvest things, you can craft tools. Like the most simplest axe, for example, is called a flimsy axe, and it costs 5 tree branches and 1 stone. If I want to get it, the upgraded stone axe, that will be a flimsy axe and 3 wood. And if I wanted the higher tier axe, there will be a flimsy axe, 3 wood, and 1 iron nugget. Now, tools break. They will break eventually. There's no meter that shows it, how much durability is left. So when it breaks, and then you start crafting as you go. Speaking of tools, here's some example of the tools. You get a fishing rod, so you can go fishing. Right here. You got to aim the bobber in front of the fish. The game does teach you how to play. It's very simple. Here we go. Once the bobber goes into water, then I caught the fish. Come on, go catch the bobber. There we go. And you'll get things randomly sometimes like this. An empty can. Here's another example. Here's that butterfly that's flying by. Catch this butterfly here. Ooh. And here's a vaulting pole. That's another tool that you can get. Go over bodies of water. Ooh, fast little bugger. There we go. I caught an egregious butterfly. I wonder if it finds me disgirable. Wow. That's a word that's hard to pronounce. So, more on the animals and collecting things later, but I'm going to show you some more tools here. We got the Slingshot. So, you'll see things floating in the air, like a balloon, and it carries a present, and usually it contains new recipes. Oh, wow, here's an example right here. Got one right here. Pick it up, and you get presents like this. So you'll get an item. Oh, I got a jukebox. You'll get something random here. A bunny day wall. Okay, so that's a crafting recipe. Oops. I gotta learn the recipe, or I could sell it. Bunny day wall. And what's the next thing? We have an axe. I'm not gonna use the axe because this axe here, the tier 3 axe, that actually chops down trees, and I actually don't want to chop these trees that are here. I really don't want to chop these trees. I made the mistake of chopping all my trees up. But if you get like the stone axe, go to a tree. There you go. See, you get wood. And that's wood is good for crafting. I'll show you another example. You get stones here, right? So what you can do with the stones is take this shovel. Right? And they say you can dig the ground, obviously. But you hit the stone with your shovel. Ooh, gold ore. And you can cover the holes that you dug up. 1 second, guys. So that looks like that's all I'm going to get out of that stone plot there. And these are good for crafting as well. I never got this before, a gold nugget. I think I got all the stones out of this plot here. Oh, maybe not. So you get the idea. Different tools for different things, different situations. Now, the next thing is in the game, as you progress, you're gonna be able to take things that you found in the world, like these, like the butterfly, maybe the fish that you fished out of the water, and you get to have the option to donate them. You donate them to the museum. And like I said, in the beginnings of the game, like the first few days, you won't be able to have this, but you work your way up to this. And Blathers the owl wants you to make donations to the museum. So I'm going to make a donation of 2 of these insects that I found, the long locust and the Agrius butterfly, because they're new discoveries for me. We will gladly take these off your hands. And also, he will, in the game, when you use the shovel, you're going to find marked off areas on terrain that are diggable. And that usually means you'll be able to dig up fossils, most part. And the fossils, you won't know what kind of fossils they are until they are assessed. So you got to come to him all the time. And these are fossils that I found. So I'm going to have him assess those fossils. These are rare fossils, each and every one, and have not appeared in our collection. So, since I haven't donated them, I could sell them. But I'm going to donate them. And they're parts of a certain creature. So this one here is an Archaeopteryx. So that's a full fossil. That's a full, complete skeleton. And we also have a spinal tail. So we have a part of a spinal dinosaur. So that's the tail. So you want to find things in the world and complete a collection. That's basically what you're trying to do. And I'm fine, that's it. Now when you get the museum, you can discover all the insects that you found, and they will all be displayed in a zoo-like appearance. So right here is the insect habitat, I should say. And these are basically all the insects that I found. See this little jumping creature here. The bee that's buzzing around. And there's a little signage that will tell about it. A man-faced stink bug. And it'll tell you when that you found it and when it was donated, or who it was donated by. Tiger beetle. See? Pretty cool, huh? Same thing with the fish. It's presented like an aquarium. So this is the fish area. And it's looking kind of empty right now because it is, you know. About 2 weeks into this game. I haven't done any time jumping. You can do that with a Nintendo Switch. Just set your time ahead if you're offline. So it's kind of empty. Again, there's signage so you can know more about the species of fish that you found. Now you can have other players come to your island, or you can go to their island and you can view their museum, see what they have and stuff like that. One more place now, guys. The fossil area. So these are some of the specimens that I found. We have some incomplete specimens. See, so I just need to complete the collection. So on and so forth. I don't think I've even like scratched the surface of this game yet. Because there is so much to this game, but it's easy to play. That's the thing. It's very casual. Like this bulletin board. Oh, what's this guy want? So you have villagers that you can have move on to the islands. You have a couple that start off with you. Or at least I did. What's up, Jamie? You got a second? I want to bug you about something. So have you introduced yourself to Alfonso yet? Maybe this is weird, but now that he's around, Wacky is feeling like a whole new place. And that got me wondering, how do we make this place more welcoming when someone else like Alfonso comes along? I think time to give Wacky a little more personality. Don't get me wrong, I'm all about the vibe we've got going on now. I just want to amp it up some. To get that going, I brought us something kind of rad. Do you think you could find a spot for it? Okay. What's the stone tablet first? So you get gifts once in a while from people that are on your island. And you'll get these items, so you can just put that anywhere in the world. Stone tablet. Good. Cool. Suppose. Doesn't do anything, but we'll leave it. We'll leave it there anyway. Now, as you progress in the game, you're gonna have villagers move in. I've had 2 villagers move in already, and 1 coming along the way. And these housing plots, this is part of what Tom Nook wants you to do. You gotta craft like everything. Craft everything that goes inside their house, everything that goes outside their house. And you find those villagers by going to different islands. By purchasing a Nook Miles ticket, and then you go to the airport. I'll show you the airport real quick. I didn't purchase a Nook's Mile ticket yet, but you're gonna need to, because sometimes you might need to get additional resources that have been exhausted on your main island. So you come to this dodo here. So you say you want to fly or you want visitors. This is where you connect to the internet too. Well, let's say I want to visit someone's island. I do have friends here online, so let's see if I can visit somebody's island. So you want to head to a nearby island or local play or online play. So you have to, it's kind of confusing, but it's actually really easy to understand. Local play is when you have another person with you, like next to you, that has another Nintendo Switch playing Animal Crossing, and you can go on their island that way. Or you online play. So you gotta either be their friend on Nintendo Switch, or and my bird just flew across my room. Okay. So it's gonna connect to the internet, blah blah blah. Now it's gonna ask you, how do you want to travel? So you search for a friend that's online, or you search via a dodo code. A dodo code is basically a passcode a person has set, and you join them that way. So maybe they don't want to be your friend, but they still want people on their island. So that's a way to do that. Like say you're on Discord and you join a Animal Crossing Discord, and you say, okay, here's my dodo code. Please join my island. And here's the code. So that's how you search for the dodo code. But in this instance, we're going to search for a friend. And we're going to see if of my friends opened their island online, and these guys didn't open their island up for online play. Now, if I want visitors, say I want online play. Roger that. So, if I want, I'll show you the dodo code. So anybody who's watching the stream could actually join my game, because they'll know what the dodo code is. I could ask only my friends, or anybody out there in the world. Yeah, invite anybody. So if you guys are watching the stream and you want to join my island, that's the code right there. BWRV1. That's how you'll be able to get on my island. You don't need to be my friend or anything. So my island is up for online play. Only if they know the dodo code. Pretty cool, huh? So I think I covered the tools. I covered some of the crafting. Even though I haven't done any crafting. You'll pick up random items just to decorate your island somehow, some way. And there's so many items. I never see the same thing once, all the time. I found a jukebox here. Ooh, that's cool. And you can rotate them. Move it. There's a jukebox. Put it right here for now, I guess. Put that stone tablet down here. Do I hear somebody singing? Well, that's different. I never heard of that. You again? Is this island not big enough for the both of us? Do we need a bigger island? This is yours. Oh yeah, you can give them gifts too. Just to be a wise ass, let's give this dude a empty can. Here you go. Empty can. Seriously? You know this is just trash, right? And not like another treasure's trash either. It's trash. That's too bad. Sorry. So, what I had mentioned earlier is the more you do things, the more you get rewarded for it. If you meet the milestones, so that's why they call it Nook Miles. And it looks like I fulfilled a milestone already. You work extra hard to keep our island clean, even going so far as to fish up trash out of our lovely waters. So I found 3, and I met the milestone to earn these Nook Miles. In order to gain more Nook Miles under this Nook Miles milestone thing, I need to get 10 pieces of trash. So there's always so much to do. I haven't even covered everything in this game yet. From what I have available, we have the camera. So you can take screenshots, different angles. take the photo. Then that gets saved under your Nintendo Switch album. There's that picture, and you can, you know, share it to people online, I guess. Here, I'll give you another picture that was taken during an online session on somebody else's island. And what else do we have? The Critter Pedia. And some of these applications are not available right away. You have to actually purchase them. So you're unlocking things as you go. There's always a sense of discovery, a sense of unlocking items. And this is what I found so far for insects. And you get to know what month they're available and the active hours that you can find them. Centipede. So in real world months, July and August, you won't be able to find the centipedes. Oh, and under the Critterpedia, it's the same thing for fish. You find certain fish, their active hours, their location. Do-it-yourself recipes. I think I already showed you this, but these are the current recipes that I can build to put on my island to make for me and for other players if I so desire. Custom designs. Okay, here's another thing you can do in the game. Initially, you start off with just custom designs here. And I'll show you an example here. You can't redesign a custom design when the gate is open. Oh, okay. So since I'm connected online, I can't make custom designs. Okay, well, I can't show you that, but you can make designs for clothing and designs to place on your face, I suppose. And also you can place designs on walls and on the ground. So that's pretty cool. I'll give you an example. Give me 1 second, guys. My bird is kind of flighty. She's on top of my TV, and I would hate for her to poop on my TV. Come here, bird. Get over there. All right. So, I don't have an example of a custom design here in this room, but I could probably just show you that on a future date. An air circulator. What's this all about? Oh, cool. Got a fan. So a lot of people play this. They want to actually decorate their homes a certain way, and there's themes. And when they find all the items that match the theme, they'll build. You don't have to do it that way, but some people like to decorate their houses, you know, Oriental fashion. Maybe I don't know what else is out there. Maybe they want it to look classic, or maybe I seen one picture of a person who made a wrestling ring. They had all the themes and items, and they got really creative with the custom designs to create a WWF wrestling ring. Does that make sense? So I'm gonna place that thing that I just dropped and put it back there. Yeah, see? So these are some of the items that I found, and I just placed them here. Now, also, when you play the game, on Sundays, real world time, you're going to find this critter that sells turnips, and you find out what the turnips do. Turnips, you buy turnips at a certain price, and then you resell them. And when you resell them, you want to try to resell them when the price for them are high. And usually you find out what the prices of the turnip are in the store. Nook's Cranny. Now, the turnips that I bought were 92 bells, I think, for one. So you go here. And you check the turnip prices. The current price for turnips is 139 bells per turnip. So what you could do is you can actually go on Facebook on like Animal Crossing Facebook group and advertise that your shop is buying turnips for 139, and it all depends on what they bought their turnips for, because it's all randomized. And they'll want to join your game so that way they can make a profit. So that's where the multiplayer comes in. Let's see this. Ooh, hamster cage. Seems like you're interested in a hamster cage. How much is that? 870 bells. What do you think? Well, I don't have any money for it. But I would like to sell some stuff. I don't know what these eggs are for. Obviously it's for Easter because it's getting close to Easter. Maybe the gold nugget. I'm gonna save the eggs because I don't know what the eggs are for yet. 10,000 bells? Wow. Okay. Hopefully I can find more of those. Alright, so I'm gonna buy this hamster cage. I already bought one. Okay. No. So when you are able to get this shop built, every day you get new things in the shop to buy, right? And it refreshes every day. So when you buy something like that, it will be under, actually I know where to find it. It will be at the ATM, and it's going to catalog what you found and what you bought. And again, that all unlocks later when you play. Everything, like I said, everything unlocks as you play. So that hamster cage, if I go to Nook Shopping, you can actually buy special goods here. I'm actually going to buy that. It's a tape. You can't place orders while the airport gates open. Okay. Well, anyways, this catalog contains furniture you obtained. Catalog contains fashion items you obtained. And this catalog contains wallpaper, flooring, and more. So, the purpose of all this stuff that you find, if able to buy, that is to basically make copies of something and then place it in your world, or provide it for other players. So like I said, you know, you can go on a Facebook group, you can go on Discord for Animal Crossing and say that you have this and that and this, and people will want to buy it. You know, so you can make your own store if you want. Hamster cage. So if I bought some of those, I can sell those off and make a profit if I wanted to. So that's the catalog. So, what did I pick? A hamster cage? So let's put it into the house. It doesn't have to be in my house. It can be at one of the other creatures' houses that are in the world. Excuse me. Hamster cage. There, we got a hamster cage. I'm going to pick up these turnips and sell them because I can make a profit off of them right now. And we got a silver mic, right? So that will go good with this jukebox. Face it out that way. There you go. Does it do anything specific? Sometimes you can interact with items like the jukebox you can. There you go. And then you can register music. You don't have any songs you can register. Okay. That's right. So you find songs and then you can register it to certain items, certain interactables. Here's something that you can craft is an ocarina. You tap the button and it will play a tone. Or if I hold it down, so, I mean, I think that basically covers it right now. You're collecting things, you can craft things, you can find a way to get your things displayed in the museum. Kind of like a Pokemon aspect. You know, you gotta catch them all, gotta collect them all aspect. Oh, planting. Okay. Let's show you how that's done. I have to go into the store for that. Alright. So, each island has its own native fruit. So my native fruit is cherry, right? And I'm gonna get a cedar sapling from the store. Hopefully I can explain this correctly. Alright. So, there's many things you can plant. Over here I have tulips growing, and you have to place tulip bulbs in the ground. And I think over the course of 2 days, they will sprout into full-blown tulips. Right? The cedar sapling that I picked up, what you have to do is click it and then press plant. There you go. And that will grow into this big boy here. Now let's say I want to have different fruits on the island. I would need to find the fruit itself. So here is cherries. And if I want to plant more cherries on the island, oh, okay, with the fruit itself, You dig a hole. And then go to the cherry. And then plant. So that will create a cherry tree. If I found oranges on somebody else's island, or on a mystery island of some sort, then I can plant, you know, different varieties of fruit. That is how that's done. I'll give you an example. Let's go to the beach here. So here are coconut trees that I planted, and they're not fully grown yet. But once they grow into a full-fledged cherry tree, coconut tree, I'm sorry, the fruits will sprout, the coconuts will sprout, and I'll be able to resell them. And you resell fruits that are not native to your island, and you'll get a higher price for them. Here's what I was talking about earlier. You'll see markings on the ground, and you take your shovel, and dug up a fossil. Pretty cool, huh? So we've done a lot without traveling too far. Here is a balloon. Pop it. Oops. What did we get? It's probably another egg. A bunny day table. Alright. Cool. So since we found that recipe, I'm just curious. Let's craft. A bunny day table. Oh, okay, so that's what the eggs are for. It's made to craft these things. Cool. So you gotta find earth eggs. Neat. Okay, so now we know what that's for. Alright. Okay, here's another thing. You'll find shells. On the beach, of course. And sometimes messages in the bottle. And that usually contains more recipes that you can create. Or the other day I was coming up with a new strength routine when a great do-it-yourself idea hit me. Instead of I got super psyched about it. And I had to share it with someone. And now we're secretly do-it-yourself buds. And we learn how to make an iron frame. There we go. More shells. There's another possible fossil right here. Another earth egg. Alright. Now this popped up for me today because it's getting near Easter and it's springtime. Oops. I want to collect all these eggs. Ooh. Grasshopper. Just flew by. I've made good use of the eggs patterning. Oh, I've got some do-it-yourself recipe ideas. Oh, okay. Looks like I've learned how to do stuff. So, I did say this video was about Animal Crossing New Horizon thoughts. Okay, so let me give you guys my thoughts about the game. Freaking, this game is starting to get really I can lose attention really fast, and there's just so much to do. I feel like there's so much to do in the game, and that's a good thing. Yet it's very, very easy, very casual. Not really pressure you to do anything, but if you do want to... Oh. Damn it. There goes that. But if you want to progress in the game, then you're going to have to spend some hours grinding out the materials you need. Other than that, I mean, the game is really nice. It's very casual. It's fun. I can't carry anymore, so I might have to swap something out. What can we swap out? This clump of weeds here that I don't need. Oops. If you've noticed, I forgot to mention this. I don't know if you noticed the guy's hat, but it says Nike. I made a do-it-yourself recipe and made a Nike hat. Holy cow, there's a lot of stuff on my island today. What's that person want over here? So when you go back to your house, you can store things in your storage. And I'm gonna actually store everything that I can put in there. The eggs. And you're limited in storage space, so when you get an upgrade on your house, your storage gets bigger too. You also have a limit of storage in on your person. That can be upgraded by using your Nook miles that you earn by doing stuff in the game. And put all this stuff in storage right now. My aim right now is to accumulate much as I can so I can resell in one big lump sum. I'll put this stone axe in storage too. Yeah, actually, I'm going to take a gamble and not sell my turnips yet. I think I might check out an Animal Crossing Facebook group or the Animal Crossing Discord. See what other people are selling their turnips for. Now, the multiplayer, you know, I know this is a single player, but the multiplayer, a little bit of a pain in the butt. It's enjoyable when it's working without the interruptions. So essentially what I mean by that is when somebody joins your island, your game's going to basically pause and it's going to show you a graphic of the person flying to your island, kind of Indiana Jones style. You know, they're traveling across certain distances to get to your island, so you got to wait for that. So that's the pain in the butt. There's a lot of interruptions, I guess you can say. So beyond what you can do in the game, it's all up to you. You do whatever you want, you get rewarded for it. So if all day I just wanted to pick up shells, I can do that. Or if I just wanted to chop down trees or get wood from the trees, and that's what I want to do, then so be it. It's whatever you want to do, but the only way you can progress in the game is fulfill and pay off your loans and do what the villagers ask of you to do, and you get rewarded for it. Alright, so I think that about covers my Animal Crossing thoughts and about what the game is, what to expect from it so far. I think another thing I failed to show you was passport. So this is basically your passport, obviously, as an ID, and people can check it out if they wanted to check it out. There was something else. I forgot what it was. And it shows you your progress in the game. Yeah, I think it might be at the ABD terminal. I'm gonna check that real quick before I end the stream. Is it ABD? I forgot. There is something here in the game that shows you your progress in the game, like what you've done, how many trees you chopped, stuff like that. Maybe it's under Nook Miles. Or maybe not. I don't know. But anyways, guys. I think that's about it for today. Thank you all for watching, and this is What's Up 81 and also Wilson's Gaming hosting this video. Go ahead and check out this video again in the future while it lasts on both of those platforms, both of those channels. So thank you guys, have a good day, and peace.